They killed him, baby.
Who got killed, Beth?
My daddy.
Yellowstone has always been known for its shocking twists and turns, but the recent reshoot of a pivotal death scene has left fans reeling. Why did the show's creators choose to revisit this haunting death in such vivid, unsettling detail? In this video, we dive into the mind of director Christina Voros as she reveals the secrets behind the episode that changed everything. From the chilling assassination scene to the emotional fallout rippling through the Dutton family, we'll uncover how this crucial moment reshaped the story and why it's a key to understanding the battle for the Yellowstone legacy. Stay with us as we uncover the layers of betrayal, grief, and revelation in the episode that left everyone gasping for answers. The episode's twists and turns. In the latest episode of Yellowstone, the slow-burning tension of Season 5B erupted into a whirlwind of revelations and heartbreak. This episode, titled 353, brought both past and present timelines into a dramatic convergence, delivering a neck-breaking moment that left fans in amazement. In a recent interview with The Hollywood Reporter, the director, Christina Voros, opened up about the creative decisions behind the episode, and her insights brought much-needed clarity on the complicated storytelling that has come to define the series, co-created by Taylor Sheridan. At the heart of this episode is the shocking revelation surrounding John Dutton's death. For months, viewers had been speculating about the fate of the family patriarch, played by Kevin Costner. Season 5B confirmed what many had feared, but in a way that few had anticipated. John's apparent suicide was a ruse. In reality, it was a carefully orchestrated murder-for-hire plot, masterminded by Sarah Atwood, the partner of John's estranged adopted son, Jamie Dutton. Voros explained that this hard twist was not just about the event itself, but about the profound ripple effects it would have on the Dutton family and their enemies. The episode meticulously recreated the night of John's murder. Assassins infiltrated the governor's mansion, knocked John into unconscious, and staged his death as a suicide. The forensic details from the initial coroner's ruling to Case Dutton's persistent doubts were laid bare. It was Case's determination that unraveled the truth. By convincing the coroner to re-examine the evidence, he exposed the murder-for-hire scheme, forcing the state to reopen the case as a homicide investigation. This revelation caused a shock on everyone involved in the plot. As tensions rose, the partnership between Jamie and Sarah hit a breaking point. Their fiery confrontation captured the essence of their relationship, a complex dance of manipulation, ambition, and raw emotion. Sarah accused Jamie of irrelevance without his father's shadow, while Jamie blamed her for the crumbling conspiracy. Just when it seemed they might get some reconciliation, the assassins, now treating Sarah as a liability, ambushed her in her car, silencing her in a hail of bullets. The moment was as unexpected as it was devastating, leaving Jamie to scream helplessly over the phone. Voros described the impact of Sarah's death as intentional and deeply unsettling. She reflected on the writing process, crediting Taylor Sheridan for crafting a scene that was both shocking and inevitable. "It's supposed to be a shock," she said. "It's supposed to come out of nowhere. It comes out of the blue and knocks the breath out of you. And that was always the intent." Voros highlighted the chemistry between Wes Bentley, Jamie, and Dawn Olivieri, Sarah, praising their ability to elevate each scene. "Jamie finally met his match," she noted. "She's smarter than him, and there aren't many people who are." The emotional weight of John's death. The episode also explored the emotional toll John's death took on his children. Beth and Case both experienced an almost spiritual moment of loss, sensing the void left by their father. Voros revealed that portraying these gut-wrenching reactions was a delicate challenge. The team had to balance the individual responses of the characters while maintaining the collective weight of the moment. "Everyone feels this thing at the same moment," she said, "but you can't be on 5 different screens at the same time." This careful orchestration of time and emotion showed the profound connection the Dutton siblings shared with their late father. For Voros, the merging of the past and present timelines was a turning point in the season. She acknowledged that the journey leading up to this moment had been disorienting for some viewers, but she assured fans that the payoff was worth the wait. Not knowing where it's leading has left some people feeling like they don't know where it's leading, which is the point, she said. You don't understand the point until you get there. This narrative approach, she explained, was designed to immerse the audience fully in the story's unfolding drama. With just a handful of episodes remaining in the season, the stakes have never been higher. The death of John Dutton has set off a chain reaction, leaving the Dutton family to navigate a storm of betrayal, vengeance, and grief. Meanwhile, Jamie, now isolated and vulnerable, must grapple with the consequences of his actions. Voros hinted that Case might emerge as Jamie's last lifeline, adding even more complication to the family's fractured dynamic. The emotional weight of John Dutton's death in Yellowstone reverberated through the whole episode. Beyond the initial shock of his murder, the episode delved into the grim details, showing step by step how assassins infiltrated the Montana governor's mansion, overpowered John, and staged his death as a suicide. This intimate, harrowing look wasn't just for dramatic effect. It served a critical narrative purpose. Director Christina Voros explained why it was essential to make viewers witness the horrifying events firsthand, even without Kevin Costner in the role. Voros explains why the show revisited that key death scene. According to Voros, the decision to revisit John's death scene in such vivid detail was tied to the larger mystery unraveling in the episode. Case's discovery in the coroner's office, that his father's death was not as it seemed, wouldn't have been as impactful without this context. It's not something that you could pull off in exposition, Voros shared. There's something terrifying about people breaking into your home, murdering you, and framing it as suicide. There's no way that could resonate unless you saw it. This narrative choice also showed the violation of John Dutton's character. Known for his strength and unyielding presence, seeing him caught off guard and vulnerable added a layer of heartbreak and fury for the audience. It's supposed to be infuriating, Voros said. While Beth and Case are left piecing together what happened, the audience is placed in a privileged yet haunting position as witnesses. This gap between what the characters know and what the viewers have seen creates a tension that drives the story forward. Filming this scene without Costner presented unique challenges. A body double was used, but the focus remained on the how rather than the what. We already know the what, Voros explained. The scene was designed to feel both violent and distant, creating a voyeuristic perspective that mirrored the children's gut instincts about their father's death. It was scripted as being down a long hallway from a distance, and I think it's very effective. While John's murder fueled the episode's central mystery, another standout moment came when Beth confronted Chief Rainwater. In a rare moment of vulnerability, Beth admitted to the futility of her fight to save the family's land. Her conversation with Rainwater marked a significant shift in her character. For the first time, she openly acknowledged defeat, realizing that without her father, the battle was unwinnable. That scene is one of my favorite scenes in the series this season, Voros shared. Beth's heartbreak lay in her recognition that she had always been fighting for her father's vision, not her own. With his absence, the weight of that responsibility became unbearable. Voros reflected on the tragedy of John Dutton's rigid ideals. John Dutton is someone who is so principled, his downfall may have been being too rigid. Both Beth and Jamie had presented solutions that might have saved the ranch, but John's refusal to compromise ultimately doomed the family's legacy. In her conversation with Rainwater, Beth's anguish was palpable as she acknowledged the inevitable collapse of everything her father had worked to protect. It's a checkmate situation, Voros said. This scene not only revealed Beth's deepest fears, but also showed the cost of John's unrelenting pursuit of his ideals. For a character who has always been a fierce protector of her family's vision, this admission of powerlessness was both devastating and deeply human. Meanwhile, Case's journey took a spiritual turn as he sought clarity in the midst of the chaos. Mo, Rainwater's trusted advisor, offered Case cryptic yet profound guidance. He reminded Case that the answers he sought were within himself. Every time Mo imparts a lesson to Case, it's a riddle, Voros explained. This moment was the beginning of Casey's introspection, pushing him to find his own path forward. Drawing a parallel to Dorothy's journey in The Wizard of Oz, Voros likened Mo's wisdom to the realization that the power to resolve his struggles had been within Case all along. Truly, Yellowstone Season 5. B has been a roller coaster, but bringing the struggles of the Dutton family trying to navigate without their patriarch into sharp focus is different gravy. From Beth's heart-wrenching surrender to Case's spiritual awakening, 353 not only advances the plot, but also deepens our understanding of these complex characters. It's a proof of Yellowstone's ability to blend suspense with profound emotional depth, reminding viewers that the Duttons' fight is not just for their land, but for their identity, their legacy, and their future. What can you say of this season so far? Is it a worthy end to the world's most beloved TV series? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments section below.